Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3, Episode 8 Review. This illogical Vulcan comedy will likely split Star Trek fans. For a franchise built on logic, diplomacy, and the occasional existential space crisis, Star Trek Strange New Worlds has never been afraid to get weird. Season 3, Episode 8 fully embraces that chaos with an unapologetically bizarre Vulcan-centered comedy that feels like classic Trek filtered through a sitcom holodeck malfunction. Some fans will adore its fearless absurdity. Others may spend the entire hour wondering whether the Enterprise accidentally drifted into another universe entirely. Either reaction is understandable. The episode leans heavily into the ongoing fascination with Vulcan culture that has defined much of modern Trek. Since the arrival of Spock in the original 1960s series, Vulcans have represented emotional restraint, intellectual superiority, and quiet internal conflict. But Episode 8 flips those familiar traits upside down for comedic effect. Instead of icy composure, viewers get social awkwardness, emotional confusion, romantic misunderstandings, and enough deadpan delivery to power an entire season of television comedy. At times, it plays like an elaborate parody of Star Trek itself. What makes the episode fascinating is how committed it is to the bit. Christopher Pike and the Enterprise crew are pulled into a chain reaction of increasingly ridiculous situations involving Vulcan customs that spiral completely out of control. The humor ranges from subtle character-driven exchanges to outright farce, and the tonal whiplash may challenge viewers expecting a more traditional sci-fi adventure. Yet that tonal gamble is also exactly what makes Strange New Worlds feel alive. Unlike many modern streaming-era franchises trapped by continuity obsession and self-serious storytelling, Strange New Worlds frequently experiments with genre. One week it delivers classic exploration. Another week becomes horror. Then suddenly there is a musical episode or a romantic comedy in space. Episode 8 continues that fearless creative identity, even if the execution occasionally strains credibility. The biggest divide among fans will likely come from whether the comedy enhances or undermines Vulcan mythology. Longtime Trek viewers often view Vulcans with near sacred reverence. Their discipline and emotional control are foundational to Star Trek lore. This episode intentionally pokes at that image, exposing how fragile and performative Vulcan logic can sometimes be. For some viewers, that's brilliant satire. For others, it may feel like the writers turn one of Trek's most respected species into the punchline of a late-night sketch. Still, the cast commits completely. The performances sell even the episode's most outrageous moments. The actors understand that Vulcan humor only works when played with total sincerity. No one winks at the audience. That commitment